Babe, wake up. New Amberlynn Reid video just dropped. So this one's called Amberlynn Reid's ex Valentine and her wife speak out. So this is not an actual Amberlynn Reid video herself. This is a compilation, or I guess the information put together by Apathetic Facts. If you don't know them, they are the best person ever. At least when it comes to reaction channels. I watch their stuff all the time. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. So essentially, pre-Salami era, there was the Valentine era, and there was this person who would like send her Legos or whatever, man. And then they broke up, surprisingly, out of the blue. Throwback to when, I hope I can put this clip in right now, when Amberlynn Reid is like, and we broke up, and she makes sure I'm dating someone I'm not married to. Because turns out Valentine was married this whole time, and I was like, ooh. As per the clip that I probably put in. I hope I did. That would be embarrassing if I didn't. But so essentially, Valentine reached out to Apathetic Facts, and we're about to go hear the voice memos, and we're gonna live react to them together. Never seen before. Awesome. Let's go. Also, sorry I didn't get to do the video before this, because there was one that Amber posted that was like before Valentine came out about more Salami stuff. I may do that one a little bit later, but right now, since it's like live, I want to get this one done. Yeah, skip. I don't really care.
Last night, Valentine and her wife's Instagram profile.
Okay, I'm going to narrate this so I can go faster. Last night, Valentine and her wife's Instagram profile started to circulate after Amber decided to reveal her entire audience that Valentine's real name is Erica. Okay. When her wife, Brittany, that should be capitalized, reached out to me via Instagram DMs, I asked Erica to send me a friend request to prove it. It was really her, and she did just that. Erica and her wife did not wish to remain anonymous, hidden or blurred, so with all that said, here's how it went down.
To prove it was blurred. So with all that said, this is how it all went down.
Okay, hello Apathetic Facts, this is Erica. I do want to say how
I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, ginger alert, damn. Dude, I've always like flexed. I remember like in high school, I had my one thing was that I had nice eyebrows. And I still do. I have nice eyebrows. I don't need to fill them in. I don't need to pluck them. That is just something I was naturally gifted with that I feel like is a big flex for me. Gingers scare me sometimes. I remember when I went to the UK for the first time, I was surrounded by so many gingers. It was like, whoa, I didn't know you guys were like real TBH. I'd met like, I think 2 in my entire life, 2 gingers. One was in the year below me in my high school. I wasn't really friends with a lot of my high school, but the year below, that dude was kind of chill, so I talked to him. And he was like super ginger, and yeah, he was kind of cool. And then I probably met another ginger in my life. No, I've only been actually friends with one ginger. Yeah, and then one of my dad's friends I'm friends with who's ginger, but he's more like brunette ginger now. Like he's not like a pure burning in the sun ginger, like a pure death ginger, if that makes sense. But yeah, oh my god, that's such a look.
how this all started was me and Brittany were sitting in bed, and we saw one of Amberlynn's posts talking about masculine women.
Amberlynn Reid does like masculine women. She really does. Like, sometimes I think it's to the point, okay, not to perpetuate this stereotype, like, I know people like to say that she's lesbian because she can't get actual men, because she's admitted to having a boyfriend before. Or not admitted, like, it's not like a crime to have a boyfriend. If it was, I'd be so incredibly guilty. At least I wish I would have gone to jail. Unfortunately not. But she's like talked about having a boyfriend and like doing the Gluck Gluck 5000 in a movie theater. I'm just thinking, like, you really, like, she was so in love with Dusty because Dusty looked like a boy. Dusty looked like a literal toddler. It was like their mom and son out at Walmart at 3 a.m. That's what they looked like back in 2015. And then I think she was really in love with Jade too. Jade had very like masculine energy because she literally got Jordans from Amber, bought by Amber of course, that were in like men's. They were like in men's sizes because it was a man's shoe. Like, Amber likes them like basically men. Like, that's literally how Amber is. So yeah, not that Erica does not look like a woman, but she kind of, not that gingers look the same, but she vaguely, in a ginger way, resembles the one other ginger I've seen in real life.
And Brittany looked at me and I looked at her and I was like, what if I messaged her?
That's so me. I'm sorry, people are gonna be like, wow, that's so inappropriate. No, that's literally me. I'm just like that for real. I totally would have done that, to be completely honest. Or like, I would have trolled to some extent. I'm a bad person. I'm gonna admit it. Like, I respect that. I think that's funny. Stop going full screen.
Right.
Keep going full screen.
Our first message was, I was like, I think I said like masculine women ? Or something.
Dude, I like love the use of emojis. Like sometimes I'll use them ironically. It's like the masculine women question mark, eye emoji, fire emoji, devil emoji. I don't know. What are your favorite emojis? Drop in the comment below. Give me algorithmic stuff. Like and subscribe.
Something like that. And she messaged me back, and we were messaging for a while.
Dude, Amber's like so desperate. I guess that's a nice way to put it. She's so desperate all the time. She's always like, she like does anyone who reaches out to her. Will you wipe my butt for me? Thank you. It's like the I wipe your butt, you wipe mine, except Amber doesn't wipe your butt back and you eat her poop.
Back and forth, just like talking. And then, of course, Dude,
what do you think conversations with Amber are like? She's such a boring person. Like, imagine you're just talking with her, like, I got Uber Eats today. Yeah. How was your day, baby? I got Uber Eats. I theoretically walked the dog and didn't wipe my butt. Yeah. And then like your response would be like, man, I wish I could do that for you, queen. Thank you for offering to walk Twinkie. No, I mean wipe your butt. I wish I could wipe your butt for you, queen. And that's like the entire, and then I guess like sometimes I did a Lego. One Lego. And then I journaled about my feelings for an hour, and then I cried after that.
It started becoming a problem between Brittany and I, because I was like...
Dude, I can't believe it's a problem that I flirtatiously, purposely flirted with another woman while being married to someone. Dude, I swear to God, like, I think it's funny, don't get me wrong, to troll Amber, but this is not a married woman's type of thing. This is more of a singular woman's type of thing. Like, if my girlfriend, if I had a girlfriend, if I was a little gay, which I probably am because I go to art school, so a little gay, everyone's a little gay. If I theoretically had a girlfriend and she cheated on me with Amberlynn Reid, I don't know how I would recover, guys. I think that's it. Like, the ball game's over. Life is over. That is truly rock bottom. It is like breaking netherite in Minecraft, or breaking bedrock in Minecraft. Like, you just fall through the floor and just regular die, like through falling through the thing. Like, it's below rock bottom. I do not even know what I'd do at that point. It's over. It's literally over.
Apparently, I guess...
Also, I didn't mean to say netherite. I play Minecraft, guys. I promise. Actually, I lied. I don't really play Minecraft. I mean, I do play Minecraft, but I don't like playing Minecraft by myself. I only like playing with other people. So I usually play Minecraft with my dad, a grown-ass man. But I usually play just Minecraft with my dad and my sister. But otherwise, I won't touch that game. I'm more of a Stardew Valley person. Yeah. I was about to, like, go into Stardew Valley, but we should probably just watch the video. Play.
Her true colors were showing, whatever.
Amber has always showed her true colors. Amber is not smart enough to hide her true colors. I don't know if that, like, makes any sense. Amber has always been, not that she's been openly transparent, but she's always shown who she is. Always. No matter whose personality she adopts, it always seeps through. Amber is 100%, like, at least not permanently, she's not opaque. She's definitely not transparent, but she's definitely not opaque either. She's definitely a semi-transparent, like, gloss.
She did ask if I was with anyone, and so I had talked to Brittany, and I was like, what should I...
And Brittany should have been like, yeah, this was funny and all. Get her credit card information and let's dip. Like, that should have been it.
Tell her. And Brittany was like, tell her that, like, we're still technically married, but that, you know, we aren't, like, technically together, but we're like...
That's weird. I'm sorry. That's kind of weird. Tell her that we're in a committed relationship, but not really. Like, this is just, like, actually starting to become a little weird to me. It reminds me of I told the story in one of my other videos, go watch my other videos, about the polyamorous relationship in my school, back in high school, which was a while ago. I'm starting to be upset that was a while ago. I'm literally a minor. I'm not even a minor anymore, but I'm literally a minor. You don't understand. I'm just a teenage girl, even though I'm not a teenager at all. I'm just a teenage girl! Anyway, Jesus. Sorry, I just got overstimulated by myself and by the passing of time. My bad. I don't actually remember what I was talking about now. Sorry.
We're, like, by law...
The polyamorous couple in my school. Yeah, this is, like, that level of just, like, relationship drama. There's no need for any of this. This is a self-inflicted wound. Look how much of victims all these people are. What true victims? Good for them. Slay.
Still married, So I gave her that story and rode with it for a while. And of course, I do deserve this backlash that I'm getting because I trolled her for a while.
I like the troll, man. Like, I know it's a little hateful of me to say, but I do think I think it's funny. I'm enjoying it. You know, I feel like when I get on the internet, because how many bad people have just been exposed in like the past, since starting in 2016, I just assume everyone by default is a horrible person. Like, the bigger the fame they are, the more of a bad person they are. And you know, you just have to accept it. I just accept they're bad people. Like, I just watch them like, shit, I don't know, maybe they groomed minors. I don't know, I just assume they groom minors, man. Or they're just doing stuff like this. There's like the pipeline of YouTuber to bad person. And maybe it's like a personality type. I'm starting to think that. Like, maybe all these people are famous because they all have something in common, which is also linked to grooming minors. Not that Amberlynn Reid has groomed up. Oh, throwback to Casey. Not going to talk about that on this one. But I just enjoy the drama and seeing these people do horribly. Wishing nothing but the worst. Enjoying it.
And just kind of like get like a kick out of it, you know, whatever.
I get a kick out of this. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna become so transparent. I remember people like, oh, you gotta gossip. Stop gossiping. It's not good for you. No, I like to gossip. I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry or remorseful at all. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Truth sayer. Just kidding. I lie sometimes. Not often though.
Whatever, it's Amberlynn Reid. I wasn't a big fan of her for a very long time. And she does know, I openly told her, Amberlynn, that, you know, I used to watch her and I disliked her extremely at one point. And of course, she wasn't too fond of that.
The fact that Amber still dated her, though, is actually insane. I actually hated your guts and wanted you to implode and, like, not and sleep forever. But now that I've DM'd you, little lady, let me wipe your butt for you. Would you trust that person to, like, bathe you? That person would, like, just take the cloth full of water and soap suds. That person would put soap in your eyes while trying to bathe you. You'd be like, oh, sorry, baby, it was an accident. And then coincidentally, you're developing cataracts from all the soap being put in your eyes. Then you'd have to, like, just buy Johnson & Johnson, the anti-baby one that has, like, asbestos in it. I love exposing little kids to cancer.
So,
Because the Johnson & Johnson one doesn't hurt your eyes. Sorry, that was my tangent. The Johnson & Johnson body wash, apparently for babies with asbestos, doesn't hurt their eyes. It does give them cancer, though, so I guess it's, pick your evil.
The conversation continued, and then it got, you know, kind of out of hand. And so, also, I'd like to point out that while I was talking to Amberlynn, she was talking to a girl named Danielle that was also married.
I don't know who Danielle is, guys. I don't know who this is.
I don't know, like, the full details behind that whole situation. I just know that I was kind of like the back burner person of this whole triangle that she had.
The way that, like, Amberlynn Reid has a roster and I don't is really sad for me personally. Like, how do I not have a roster and Amberlynn Reid always has someone to buy them Legos? Why do men not want to buy me Legos? Buy me Legos. What did I do? I'm actually mobile. Like, I can walk around. I'll go on a run with you if you want. Just buy me Legos. This is so evil. What did I even do? Maybe it's because maybe because I'm chronically online and I'm just constantly negative on the internet. That could be it. That's probably it. Man, anyway, this just says more about me than it does Amber, the fact that I don't have a roster. Also, that's, like, so strange of you. I don't know, I never talk to more than one person at the same time. I'm definitely a single person at a time person.
She had going on, like, she was talking to another girl.
And voluntarily, I could talk to multiple people if I wanted to. Totally for sure. It's definitely not an involuntary thing that I'm just only one person talks to me at a time. Okay? I get bitches. Okay?
Girl named Abby. And then she was telling me about her friend named Alexis. And then she was telling me about Danielle and how she was crazy over her and blah, blah, blah.
I have no idea what's going on. Smash like and subscribe.
And then we kind of just, like, started talking more and more and more.
Holy fuck, there's so much to this. My God.
And then, my wife was like, hey, I don't want you talking to her anymore. So there was a time where we didn't talk, but shortly after did start talking again.
Hold on. Sorry for that little pause. If I had cam on, you would see that I just rubbed my eyes aggressively and was single-handedly overstimulated by that sentence and needed a second to recuperate before I physically imploded. If I heard that correctly, my wife told me to stop and then we started talking again. That's evil. Hey man, I don't really, or hey babe, I usually talk in terms of hey man. If I had a man, I'd still be like, hey man, what's up, bro, brother? Maybe that's why I don't have a roster. Maybe that's why. Men think I just called them brother by mistake. I don't mean to call them bro. I want them for real. I want you. That little, hey mater, it's great to be back in Radiator Springs. I want you. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of evil and inherently malicious. My wife didn't want me talking to a lolcow, and I decided to choose the lolcow over her and continued to speak to her. Gasping, throwing up in my mouth, pissing my pants, crying, mauling. Rest in peace to this woman. I don't know what I would do.
I'm not a good person for doing.
No, you're not. You're not. It's okay though. Lots of people are awful people. I suck a little bit too, TBH. Just, you're here and entertaining me, so I guess I win.
This.
And you guys win too. Like and subscribe.
And I know that I'm not. And whenever me and Amberlynn supposedly broke. Okay. I'm backtrack. I'm going to.
You remember last video? Watch my last video when I said people who don't have anything to say or strong. There was just start beatboxing, man. Amberlynn and I. True.
Too far ahead. I'm going too far ahead. Just give me a second. So we kept talking.
Even though your wife asked you not to, you kept talking. Actually insane. Literally insane. What a victim. Smash like and subscribe.
She started becoming really possessive. She started, talking about Brittany, how I always choose her first, and that.
Why do you choose your wife over me? Why do you choose the person you're living with and legally married to over me? Amber Wen Society.
I won't be her girlfriend, and I wouldn't choose her. And
so they weren't even girlfriend and boyfriend. Amber, or girlfriend and girlfriend. Sorry, just she looks like that one dude from my ginger class, from my high school, the ginger kid. And not in all gingers look the same way again. They actually do have the same eyes. Or maybe lack of eyelashes. That's why I'm so happy I'm a brunette. I've seen so many blonde and ginger people have no eyelashes. And don't get me wrong, I don't have eyelashes either. My eyelashes are so stubby. They're short and straight. So they don't even curl up. I look horrible when I don't put on makeup in the morning. I actually have to put on that curler and just go wait, pull out my eyelids, crying, pull out my eyelashes, slap on the most talc infested mascara to get anything on my lashes. I was not blessed with beautiful lashes, but it could be worse. I could be ginger. No hate to gingers, by the way. I think people hate on you because they're jealous. Because you guys are 1% of the population, but in a cool way, if that makes sense. People are always oh man, I wish I was ginger. That'd be cool to just have ginger hair. So if you're ginger, just know that people are kind of jealous of you a little bit. At least I remember I'm slightly jealous. I think it'd be cool to just have a really rare recessive trait like being ginger. Except I would want eyelashes, so sorry. But I do think it's cool. I do think gingers are cool.
And so on, I think it was Valentine's Day or whatever, she was giving me a hard time about it, and it more so felt forced. And that was through text. So if she tries to show those texts, you'll see that was a forced agreement for me and her to be in a relationship. And
damn, she couldn't even get commitment naturally. That's actually insane. She's basically in a situationship. This was basically a situationship. Amber, why would you put yourself through that? Never put up with any situationship. I can proudly say I've never been in a situationship. I've never been in one. You just gotta pick the right people. Don't get me wrong, I pick horribly, but I've never been in a situationship. I've always dated people who wanted to be with me for real, because I don't let myself get disrespected like that. If they don't want to date you, if they won't give you commitment, then they don't want to be with you, and you should dump them. They will give you commitment if they want to actually be exclusive with you. Just respect yourself, man. I know Amber doesn't and she hates herself, but that's not the point. I mean, she likes herself in like a posting thirst traps on the internet for social validation kind of way, but yeah. Oh, I think I went back. Oops, sorry.
And so I was like, so what would this relationship be? And she was like, just more loyal, more communication, blah, blah, blah. And I was,
but yeah, with the Amber, I need loyalty. She is a cheater herself, so.
I was like, okay, I can deal with that, you know, whatever. And that was where it came about. We continued talking and things got more and more in depth with each other.
I like the dog in the back. Hi, dog. You can just hear it kind of, you know when dogs got those nails across hardwood floors? Dogs are awesome. I'm not necessarily like a dog person as much as I used to be, but I definitely, this is going to be such a hot take, but I definitely like dogs over cats. I am 100% a hamster person. Hamsters are my favorite animal. They're my favorite pet. I love hamsters so much. I have a little hamster necklace I wear every single day because I just love hamsters so much. But I'm also extremely allergic to cats, so that may be influenced why I like dogs more than cats.
And I was actually starting to second guess, like, her as a person.
Amber, I've started to second guess Amber as a person. Amber, who has openly been racist, transphobic, probably some other ism I can't think of right now. Been actively lying on the internet for years, actively trolling on the internet for years, and you're like, maybe she's not that good of a person, you guys. Man, I don't have much to say.
You know, maybe the haters are wrong, you know, maybe.
Oh, so it's the other way? What do you mean the haters are wrong? Dude, the likelihood is, if everyone is saying it, then it's probably true. That's not always true. Like, with driving, the Brits and some parts of Africa and Japan drive on the left side. In the rest of the normal world, we drive on the right side. Does that make us right necessarily because we're on the right side? We are actually correct, and the Brits are objectively wrong, by the way, for driving on the left side. I'm sorry if you're British, you're wrong. But yeah, that's my logic for this liberal own.
Maybe she isn't a bad person because the side that I saw of her wasn't the person that I saw on YouTube.
Which side did you see? There's so many. There's the front, the 3/4 view, the back view.
With me was different. So I don't know if that's like manipulation or if that's masking. I don't know. I'm not very.
What is there to mask? Can't you like, what can you mask? Narcissism? Autism? I don't think Amber's autistic. What else can you mask? I guess just narcissism. She is a narcissist, probably, more than likely. Some kind of like, I would guess allegedly, and not confirming because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I would guess some kind of anti-personality disorder or something like that. Antisocial personality disorder. I don't know.
Very good with psychology. Even.
I'm not good with psychology either. Like, trigger warning, guys. I lied. I may have lied. I don't know.
No, I should be.
Well, no, not that I didn't lie, but I guessed wrong. Sorry.
Be well-rounded in it. I'm not. And things got out of hand. We said things we shouldn't have said to each other.
What does that mean? Isn't like, I hate you and I want you to... Like, what does that mean? Or is it in a, I love you, babe, I want to spend the rest of my life with you while you're a married woman?
I never said anything bad about my wife to her. That's one thing that really made her upset, was like, if anything, like, you know, my wife had switched jobs and she tried to, like, Amberlynn tried to say, oh, you know, your wife's at home more because they're, you know, she took some time off.
Good for her, queen, I think.
And Amberlynn was upset because my wife was home more and I couldn't talk to her much. And she said, oh, well, she quit her job because she's being a baby. And I was like, no, she quit because...
This is coming from not me. I mean, I also am a bit inexperienced when it comes to the workplace. That's why I'm making YouTube videos, because I'm an absolute loser. But Amber has actually, unironically, like, never had a job. I guess she worked at, like, the old people's home where she just basically did nothing for the most part, except, like, go to Walmart. But it's so, like, Amber has no idea what it's like to actually unironically work or be on any kind of deadline stress. Because every time she's like, yeah, I guess I didn't feel like recording my vlog, guys. I just didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. Society. What would Amber know about, like, quitting a job? She has no room to speak.
Because, you know, like, it was two different conversations, but basically we was saying, like, she's taking a bigger pay raise, and a better opportunity. It's not because she's being
Good for her, as she should, queen. Slay, edges.
a baby. That's not who she is. And it would upset her that I always, like, talked about, like, if...
Guys, I might put this on 2x speed. I genuinely cannot handle how slow this is. Let me test it out.
My wife came into conversation, I was talking about her in a more positive light, and...
Okay, yeah, I can take this. I'm a New Yorker. I can, like, handle this speed. Dude, when I go to college in the South, and my God, is everything so slow. Not that everything's actually slow, just relative to, like, me being from New York City, where everything is fast-paced. The worst part is walking on the street. Like, the New York guy, hey, I'm walking here. It's real, bro. And it's me. It's literally me. Because I swear to God, I will be walking down the street and there will be, like, a family of, like, a mom, a dad, and 6 kids, and their names are Braylon, Skylarlyn, Braxton, Nevaeh-Lyn, or some kind of iteration of, like, default Southern name that's spelled with, like, an extra Y's and probably an X in there somewhere, and they're all like walking down the street, blocking the street, because there's like 6 of them all lined up, and they're just walking around casually, and they're walking so slow, like almost waddling because they're walking so slow. And then I'm suddenly the bad guy for walking around them because I'm about to be late to class. My God, it's all, and I just have to, I'm just walking. I just want to walk, and it's so impossible because there's so many of you, and you guys just block the street with your 60 kids. And then when you go to a restaurant too, like when we're at like getting ice cream or something, I barely get ice cream. Like, I remember I went like once because it was like an opening to a new restaurant, and I just want to go with my friend to be fun. But we were walking, it's like the 6 kids come in with like the baby and the stroller and everything in front of us. It's just like, okay, and of course, because the kids need to learn social skills, they have to order, hey, welcome to so-and-so, what do you want to get? And the little kid goes, can you say that louder, Braxton? Say it to the waitress. I want ice cream. Okay, what type of ice cream? Come on, don't be shy. I don't know. Tell him the fucking ice cream so I can get in line. And then once the first little guy goes, then the rest of the little critters gotta go, and they're always like, I want ice cream. And I actually just want to implode, to put it lightly. I literally just want to explode on the spot, and leave like a splotch of my blood and organs on the wall in the most vulgar way possible. Yeah, I guess that's with a lot of places though, but the South just specifically, everything's very slow.
And my wife is not some crazy...
And this is related because she's speaking in a Southern accent, by the way. Everything's just so slow. I love Southern accents, though. They're so cute. I genuinely love Southern accents. I think sometimes, like, I've picked up on one subtly. Every now and then a few words come out where I'm like, y'all. I don't say y'all, but it comes out sometimes. But I think they're so cute. I know people hate on Southern accents or they don't like them that much. I do. I like them a lot. At least a lot more than a New York accent or, like, a British accent. No hate to any of your accents.
Crazy person that Amberlynn is saying she is. Anyways, I'm getting off subject here. My apologies. So we would talk. We FaceTime. Anytime I looked off, like I was looking at my phone, she would always question me. She was like wanting me to send screenshots of like my inbox and my text messages and stuff, and like who I'm talking to and things of that nature. Like she was kind of becoming possessive, and she was questioning me all the time. So she was like, why don't you leave the house, go to the store or something so you can call me? And I'm like, no, like my wife has 360. So
dude, sometimes I did that in college because my roommates, sometimes I didn't want to hear what I'm saying because I was getting a little aggressive. As in, not that I was like saying, I hate them, I want them to explode. I wasn't saying stuff like that, but sometimes I just needed some privacy. I had the absolute bed rotter of a roommate last year. Like, absolute bed rotter. I'm not going to name drop, obviously. But my God, they would not leave their room for the life of me. And then when I went abroad, I got another bed rotter. I guess that's like the pain of art school, because everyone's just like mentally ill. And that's like coming from me, so it's okay, I can say that. But everyone just sits in their bed, goes to class, and comes back to rot in their bed. I couldn't even sniffle in peace. But yeah, and then one time I was like, can I just have the room to myself for 30 minutes? And they were like, oh, okay, and they left. And then they asked me if I was done with my phone call. And I said, I'm not on the phone. And then I get like this long passive-aggressive, like, responding with let's play 8-ball style text. It's like, I deserve to be in the room. Shut up. I don't care. I did not care. I know that it just makes me hateful of a person, but I was just like so done with this person. I was like, no, I kind of just want 30 minutes in my own bed to just chill out and not have someone 3 feet away from me in this tiny little dorm. I'm actually gonna explode. I just need 5 minutes to breathe and close my eyes. That's not in the bathroom and or shower. But yeah, I would just go out and walk around a bit and call like my parents and stuff, mostly my dad. I'd just be like, Dad, my day was awful and I have homework and I want to drop out. Because every time I get an assignment, I always threaten to drop out of school. I never do it, obviously, and I'm not going to.
So me and my wife have 360, and we know we're
Life 360 was so annoying. Actively annoys me to this day. Life 360, so my parents never tracked me. Like, my parents actually trusted me and had faith in me to not get kidnapped, and not go in a suspicious man's van, or to not do something illegal or sneak out at 3 a.m. And I did not. I was a good kid. I didn't, and I never got caught because I didn't do things like that. But my other friends, they had like their parents tracking them. I'm like, you are almost 18. At the time, now we're all 18 plus, but at the time I was like, you are almost 18. What are you doing, bro? You're telling me that your parents have not prepared you for adulthood that hard that you need to be tracked by them? My God. Sorry, that's such like a hateful take. I'm sorry if you're being tracked. I don't agree with it. Respect. Of course, you can do whatever you want. Be free country if you're American. I don't know anywhere else in the world, but free country if you're American. Oh my God. I don't even know. That just annoyed the bejesus out of me. Because I remember I had a boyfriend who was like, yeah, my parents tracked me. I'm like, you are, in my mind at the time, I was like, you are a grown-ass man. He was not a grown-ass man. We were both teenagers. I was like, you are a grown-ass man. I don't know about that. Yeah.
we know where each other are at any given time. So, it's not like I'm running around doing crazy stuff. So she made the comment saying, I need you to put me on Life 360. So I was like, no, not going to do that. A couple weeks go by and she's still pestering me about it. And I agreed to it, and like an idiot. And she was Googling every address I would go to, finding out, yeah.
Damn, that's kind of stalkerish. Like, I remember I did Life 360 with another boyfriend at the time back in high school. I haven't had actually that many. I'm just re-referencing boyfriends, by the way, because, I don't know, this is the only content I have that's relatable. And I had Life 360 with him, and I would just see where he was. And I was like, what interesting stuff are you up to? Nothing. Home and school. And it was like, oh, okay, this was incredibly boring and not worth it. And then the pandemic hit, so I definitely did not check Life 360 when we theoretically weren't allowed to leave the house. It was definitely boring.
Yeah, sorry, I am nervous, very nervous, because I'm the piece of crap in this situation. Like, my wife should not be getting any of this backlash. If anybody should get backlash, it should be me. I just don't want, I'm freaking freaked out by the Kiwi Farm people and Reddit and all these haters. Like, hey, I was one of them, and I did something stupid, and I misjudged her, and I was, I don't want to say she casted a spell on me, but she, it was almost like manipulation at its finest.
It's my fault. I did it. It was a bad idea. It's my fault. But I was manipulated. I'm literally a victim. What a victim. Like and subscribe.
And I will say that woman is a professional. There was times where I was questioning my reality, what the fuck is going on because of the...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure Amber is a great manipulator. She needs it to survive. But at the same time, how did you not know what you were getting into? How did you unironically not know? We've literally had all of Amber's girlfriends on display. They've literally made videos talking about her, exposing her, and as a theoretical hater, you probably should have watched that video and known what you were going into. What a victim. Smash like and subscribe.
Of the things that we would talk about. Yeah, that was the gist of our relationship. We FaceTimed, we talked, we sent pictures, whatever. She knew where I was. She asked where I was.
I never FaceTime. That's why I was thinking of swapping away from an iPhone. Because the one pro about an iPhone is, I guess, widgets. But I'm sure they'll give that to Samsung eventually. And FaceTime. But I never use FaceTime. In fact, I actually dislike using FaceTime. I guess all my friends, I just unlucked out this way. None of my friends have iPhones. I just ended up just not meeting people who use iPhones, which is definitely strange. So I've never even had anyone to FaceTime really anyway. I have Discord voice chatted with people, but that's about it. And that's when we get on Roblox and we game together. I'm a Roblox gamer. Let me know if you want my Roblox to friend me. We can play Roblox together. Smash like and subscribe.
Where I was going, she was always questioning me. She would ask me, when was the last time I kissed my wife? I need to tell her every time I kiss my wife.
When was the last time you put your mouth on another woman? Tell me right now in the comments below. When was the last time you kissed a woman? Smash like and subscribe.
I need to tell her every time I have sex with my wife, because...
What? That's kind of weird. Every time you have intimacy, let me know. When smash like and subscribe? I was not about to ask that. I was about to be like, tell me the last time you've had intimacy in the comments. I don't want to know, actually. Please do not. Smash like and subscribe. Certified Weezer fan here.
She eventually found out that me and my wife were not, technically married, that we were married and we did have an active relationship and that we have been together for a long time and that we were, affectionate, everything like that. And she was upset about it, of course, but, she forgave me and...
She forgave you? Our girl's desperate. My God, that's actually insane. Damn. She's so desperate. I know you're literally married and taken. Is Amber expecting her to leave her? Just leave your wife for me? RN? Is this what this is supposed to go into?
And, I was upset for, hurting her feelings, of course, because...
Also, didn't Valentine buy her Legos? It's expert Lego? Didn't she buy her Legos? I'm sorry, sometimes Amberlynn Reid are my vocal stems. I don't even have autism, but sometimes Amberlynn Reid has me stimming straight up. Overstimulated, if anything. Expert Legos? Why did you eat why are you eating Golden Corral or something? Why are you eating the Golden Arches? Why did you eat a 20-piece chicken nugget? I'm crying over those quotes. I forgot what I was actually talking about. We were, anyway, I'm just gonna continue and see if I remember.
Because, she cried about it, she was hurt by it, and, people crying upsets me, and so...
Yeah, she bought her Legos. That's actually insane. Imagine, your wife bought another woman Legos. I'd cry. I'd genuinely cry. Where are my expert Legos? I want a man to buy me Legos! Sorry. And so
I was I'm a big piece of shit. I'm still a big piece of shit for all of this, and if I could take it all back...
This has okay, I'm about to make an insane anime reference here. Sorry to bring this reference up in the year of our Lord 2024, and I hope you don't understand this reference, but for those who do, this is such a Nagito Kamida moment. Sorry, I was in middle school at one point. I do know who that is, unfortunately. I do know what Danganronpa is. This is such a Nagito Kamida moment. Man, I really suck. I'm such the asshole in this situation. Oh! Bryce Papenbrook, how could you? Bryce Papenbrook doesn't even look like this. He ain't ginger, but this is such a Nagito Kamida self-disrespecting moment. You can tell me you hate me if you want. I guess. Ew! This changes everything. I'm such a bad person. Okay. Ew.
Back, I would, okay? I don't know what type of backlash I'm gonna get for giving you all this information.
Probably not as much as Amber will. I think it's still funny, though. I think we're gonna make fun of you, obviously, because you did something incredibly stupid and continue to do the stupid thing even after having multiple chances to get out. But you're probably just a person, and we're probably just gonna forget about you after a while. I mean, you may have a permanent internet footprint, but that's okay. Everyone does.
I'm hoping that, this gets the people off of my wife's back. If anything, cuss me out, call me a piece of shit, blare my picture on Reddit, anywhere you want to do, but I don't want my wife getting backlash for this. Me and her moved past this, actually, June 9th. I'm sitting, this is the time frame where I'm kind of like trying to push Amberlynn away, like, not really talking to her much, I was trying to like let her down easy and like not being like, okay, we need to end things, because I tried to multiple times, and she would like literally FaceTime me and show her whole face crying, her makeup. She would send me crazy videos.
That's actually insane. Okay, I do have a funny story about this one time. So I was doing a college summer program over the year of 2020 because I was not in college yet. And it was like a thing for seniors, or sophomores or seniors. No, juniors, actually, sorry. Juniors. And we could take some of the college classes for the major without the prerequisites to get it. So I'm in the class, and it's like an art class, we're drawing and stuff, and our finals are due. And we just did a bunch of drawing, had to submit our drawings and stuff like that. And we're doing class critique, which means all the drawings are put up, and one by one we go through each art piece, talk about it, stuff like that. So it's someone else's turn, and this is over Zoom. So it's like pulled up on the screen share or whatever, and we're looking at it. And this girl, this is actually insane. She takes herself off of mic, like unmutes herself to cry. She literally unmutes herself, and in the middle of someone's presentation, like we have a limited class time, she literally interrupted up someone's time to cry on camera going, like actually unironically cry. Worst time of my life. I was actually in shock. I almost pissed my pants. It was insane. And she interrupts the teacher to go, Professor, I didn't finish my project on time. Can I not go next, please? I actually pooped my pants, like, I didn't actually, but I was like thinking about that. I was like, this can't be real, this is not actually real. How are we supposed to be going to college in the next few years? We are not adults. And then teacher was like, yeah, it's okay, sure, that's okay. Okay, situation done. Crying stopped, no longer, goes back on mute. A few projects later, we're in the middle of someone else's critique. And then she gets off the mic again to interrupt someone's critique. We only have a limited time. Teacher's like, yeah, you can compositionally do this better. This is important to improve. And she interrupts and she goes, Professor? Like kind of recovering from crying, gasping, if that makes sense. I finished my project. Can I go next, please? Actually asked to go next, as if we had an order, like we were playing Duck Duck Goose. I actually pissed my pants. I didn't. But I was in pure shock, and the teacher let it happen. She went next. Someone needs to tell this person to stop. And then I finished the class. I was like, good thing I will never see this person again. Wrong! They were with me again in several other classes. I actually wanted to cry. It was me crying off a mic, and this time it was IRL too, because it was post-COVID. Horrible story. Needed to share that. It ruined my how many years has it been? It's ruined my half decade. It's gonna have to ruin yours too. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Not sorry.
Of her and songs and like trying to get my attention, whatever, saying I made her triggered. She has abandonment issues, and she was begging for me not to end things. And she claims that I was like cheating on her, but she was wanting me to give her information about my sex life with.
She claims I was cheating on her. You actually were. No, you genuinely were cheating on her. And cheating's bad. Like, it doesn't matter who you're dating. Don't date the person then. You were actively cheating on Amber and your wife at the same time. I guess it was consensual, then it's not cheating, but it definitely wasn't. I don't know if it was two-way cheating. I don't know if the wife was consenting to this. I'm very confused right now, guys. I'm not very intelligent. I'm in art school. I'm not math. But I definitely think this was cheating on Amber's part, because Amber did not consent to this. Awkward.
Life with my wife, and of course I didn't tell her every single time. Like I didn't feel like that was necessary at all. But when she would ask, I'd tell her, yeah.
I wish you guys could see my face right now. It's kind of just scrunched up and just like disgust and just confusion and cringe. Like I've definitely been cringed out by all these people in this situation.
It was
just like the millennial core TikTok videos. I know a lot of people aren't like that. I'm Please don't cancel me on Twitter. I didn't mean it.
This whole thing is basically. And it should have never happened. So continuing, I'm trying to push her away. She's messaging me every day and blah, 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 blah. And like I tried to make things up.
Dude, Amber literally has nothing to do but eat salami, and all Amber does is be bisexual, eat salami, and lie. Always on their phone. I think I messed up the order of that, but I hope you guys understood that enough to like lightly giggle, lightly exhale out of your nose slightly harder than you usually do.
Up to like get her to kind of like back off, whatever. She messaged me on the day my uncle died, and my uncle like died, and I had a mental breakdown in the Taco Bell parking lot, getting food. I'm having a mental breakdown, and I told her like, hey, I just found out my uncle died. Like, I need some time. I needed time, and I told her like, hey, this is a whole ordeal for me. Like, I'm trying to figure things out with the family, figure things out with this, that, and the third. And then she's wondering, she's more concerned about if I miss us, like me and her. She's like, do you miss us? Do you miss me?
That is very Amber Core. Remember, throwback, horrible moment, by the way, a throwback to when Becky's mom passed away, but she was so miserable with Aunt Amber, wiping her butt, eating her poop, that she was so drugged up on medication. Bro was an actual zombie. You can see the video of her birthday. And her mom died, and she was so zoinked up on meds that she actually, unironically, has no last memories with her mom before she passed. And Amber was more concerned, like, did you wipe my butt today? It was that would actually makes me upset to think about. I feel so bad for Becky. Becky deserves so much better. I've always like thought that and been like, man, that really sucks.
Are we still together? And I'm like, I don't think that we should do this anymore. Basically, like, I did give her the whole spiel, like, oh yeah, this isn't right, you don't deserve this, and no one else deserves this. She said, okay, friends it is. So I don't know who broke up with who. I basically
Friends it is. I feel like so bad for this because I've never understood the friends it is then, because people I've wanted to be friends with is either, I don't want to break up with you, but I guess I'll deal with it. I don't want to lose you, and this is the best I could get. Or I don't want to hurt your feelings, so I wouldn't mind just being friends and not completely cutting you out. And then when I've been broken up with, it's, don't talk to me, you hurt my feelings so bad, man. Yeah. Amber wants you for real.
basically told her like I couldn't like do this anymore, and so she's saying that she broke up with me. That's fine. She can say whatever she wants, but I wanted to get my story out to you at least. Yeah, I watch your stuff. Whenever I used to watch your stuff a lot. I tried to stay off of YouTube since this whole like crap has been going on. After that,
this has been the most I've been on YouTube ever, except for like the 60 video essays I watch. 60 million video essays daily. But this is the most the Amberverse has had in actually forever. We have been in a drought. You know how they talk about this is literally our golden era. We are in a resurgence of beauty. This is such a big day for us. Big day for Amberlynn Reid. Am babies everywhere.
She would not stop messaging me. Like from June 9th up until, what was it, June 23rd?
16th.
Oh, no, June 16th.
Dates.
She would
I
not.
think it was sometime between 16th and 23rd.
Oh, no. We broke, June 9th, my uncle died. We broke up on the 16th. So I was trying to ignore her and,
That's crazy. Y'all were dating. You literally said you broke up and planned you were dating. You were dating someone while you were married. That ain't fucking right. That ain't fucking right. Ugh. Disgusting.
kind of like let it die out.
Hey guys, I'm trolling me when I cheat. That's awful.
Let someone else find her. Let someone else find her. Let someone else get her attention. Sorry, June 15th, we were talking, and, that's when everything's ended. June 9th was when my uncle died. So June 15th, whatever, we broke up. So she keeps messaging me every day for, like, the next week. And me and Brittany are in the bedroom, trying to watch a movie. And, like, I told her I'm watching a movie. And this is kind of, like, where, the truth came out. And Brittany, was like, who are you talking to? And I told her, I said...
What do you mean the truth came out? What do you mean by that? Hold on. I paused too early. Hold the phone.
Amberlynn won't leave me alone, basically.
And the truth came... You were hiding this from her? From your own woman? The disrespect... That is so disrespectful. My God. I'm just actually in shock. Smash like if you're in shock. Smash like and subscribe.
Like, will not leave me alone. I was trying to give her every excuse I could to not talk to her anymore.
You did everything but block her, man. Like, if you were done with her, block her.
And she wasn't budging. She was, like, trying to... I don't know when this other person came in the picture that is currently whatever she's with. I don't care. I just know...
It's salami, okay, because it's salami and it's the rotten deli meat. Okay, salami's so yummy. It's actually salami. Put some disrespect on her name, okay? The feeder.
That there is nothing exciting about me, and there's nothing exciting about my wife. as far as YouTube is concerned. So please, like, yes, I'm the biggest cheating piece of shit spouse on YouTube right now.
True. Or the worst? I don't know. There are a lot of cheating spouses and horrible people on YouTube. That's why, like, I assume all YouTubers are bad people. They're probably all cheaters and stuff like that. Like, eventually. I don't believe it, but you do suck. You do suck.
You can go ahead and say that, but please, like, leave my wife out of this. Like, you know, she did know partially it was supposed to be a troll, it was supposed to be a joke, it was supposed to be this, that, and the third, but I fell for the stupid. I was stupid, and I fell.
You know, like when you're in, I don't know, like when you just kind of bait stuff. I'm trying to think of a situation right now, but just, when you're just trying to get people to do something, you're looking for an excuse. Like, I remember when I wanted to just, like, eat candy and stuff when I was a bit heavier in my life. I would just try and find an excuse to just eat candy. And it was a total stupid excuse. Like, yeah, I'm just stressed. Yeah, I just had this big assignment coming out. I'm stressed. I deserve it. No, I was just baiting, and I just wanted an excuse to eat ice cream. I didn't want a reason. I wanted an excuse to eat ice cream or something like that. This was this sounds such like a shallow excuse to cheat or to just get some intersexual frustration out, mayhaps.
I fell for the.
Allegedly.
I read it majorly. Oh, like, as far as, like, flirting, like.
Oh my god, how many more are there? This video is already like 53 minutes in recording. I'm actually gonna die. Oh.
Basically, like, saying flirtatious stuff to each other, things like that. Like, basically, like cheating, like having an emotional cheating relationship.
You guys are cheaters. That's because you're cheaters.
Okay, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit as far as, like, how August 1st came about. Like, whenever the whole, like, agreement of the relationship happened, she's like, well, we need to meet, you know? And I was like, well, when? And she's like, pick a date. And I didn't pick the date. She ended up picking the date. It was August 1st, of course. And she was wanting.
This is actually insane. This is literally a Wattpad story. Like the pretended dating to friends style Wattpad. Yes, I know what Wattpad is. I know what AO3 was. I was a 14-year-old girl. Everyone's been a 14-year-old girl before. Well, not everyone. Lots of people have been a 14-year-old girl before. A 13-year-old girl. This is literally a Wattpad story. And we just had to make the date to pretend and say the day and I'll come, babe. August 4th. I'll be there. Ew.
Was wanting me to move in and things like that. And so that's how August 1st came about was, you know.
What the fuck is going on? Like, you're literally at the dinner table. Hey, babe, how's your day? Oh, yeah. No, I watched the kids. I put them to dinner. I put them to bed. And now we're eating dinner alone together. I also decided I'm gonna go visit my /J girlfriend. What? You're visiting your /J? Yeah. I decided to date August 1st. And how are you supposed to afford that? And we're just, like, wasting money on this troll? Like, well, I think we're too into this. No, you don't understand. It's ironic. I'm cheating on you ironically, guys. This changes everything. It's ironic.
She thought that I was going to leave, and I did. Like, I did lead her on and basically say, yeah, I'll be there August 1st. Sure, I'll be there August 1st. You know.
Why? Literally, why? Dude, catfishes have done this better. Catfishes have managed to get people, like, have you watched the show Catfish? It was on MTV. It's on the show. Dude, I thought the two main guys in Catfish were dating because I always skip the intro, and I didn't know that the intro was the main guy saying that I got catfished by this woman. I didn't know he liked women. I thought he and the other man who accompanied him, I thought they only got the double twin bed for show. I thought, like, they shared the bed and everything. I didn't know. And I thought it was very clear that they were like that and in love and good for them, but turns out they're just friends, theoretically, hypothetically. My God. But yeah, catfishes have just made people think and semi-pseudo met up with them multiple times before. And they keep them going for years. And you can't even do this for a few months? That's so lame. If you're going to commit.
You know, because she asked every single day. Like, it was if it wasn't every single day, it was every week, multiple times a week. And things got out of hand. You know, if I didn't talk to her
and you decided, let's make things worse and continue talking. It's literally Amberlynn Reid. No one respects that woman enough to actually continue talking to her. Everyone would have just been dipped on her and just blocked her randomly, and Amberlynn Reid would have come on screen going, and I'm just going through something right now, so I put on 50 pounds, and I ate through my Ozempic and got high on Delta 8 and theoretically walked my dog. That's literally what would have happened. End of story. Done. I love making things overly complex.
She was like clocking me too. Like if I didn't message her back, she would say, "Where'd you go? What have you been doing the last 6 minutes?" And I'm like, 6 minutes. So I started being stern with her. I was like, "You're not gonna time me. Like this is not what we're doing." Like we had fights, we had arguments, and things like that. And we had arguments about my wife. We had arguments about.
Dude, sometimes like when I'm like dating people and stuff, it takes me a while to respond to texts because I have like a life. Literally all Amber does is theoretically walk her dog and build Legos. That's why she was talking about how with her and Wipey, they were just FaceTiming all day. I'm like, do you not have a life? Who FaceTimes all day other than like 12-year-olds on summer vacation and on Saturday? Like if you're all day, dude, it's Tuesday at 2 p.m. Everyone's working right now or in school. People have lives. God.
My friends, and apparently I made her stop talking to her friends. No, she was always telling me about the things that
Amber has friends? I didn't know that. Whoa.
her friends were saying to her. So Alexis, that's a whole nother story. Abby, that's a whole nother story.
It's like the Patrick, who are you people? I do not know these Amberverse characters. I feel like such in the dark right now. Who are these people? I've only heard of like Mama Lynn and her like boyfriend.
Abby is like literally 22 years old and was mean to Amberlynn and said mean things to her. Oh, and also, apathetic facts. The friends that visited her was not Alexis. It was not Tommy, whoever. It was.
Who are you? I know Salami.
Eric and Ricky.
Yo, I thought Eric and Ricky hated Amber because they were friends with Becky. Or they just sucky friends because they just let Becky become a zoinked zombie and just watch that go down. I'm so suspicious of those people. Of Eric and Ricky, because they like lived with Amber and Becky and didn't step in at all. It was definitely strange to see that, to just know they existed the whole time.
Eric and Ricky are the two friends that was at her apartment because, I knew. So back on track.
I don't know. I'm kind of stupid. You gotta like explain this to me, man.
Abby was one of the girls she was talking to, and then they became good friends, and she was always telling me the disrespectful shit that Abby would say to her, and I'm like, why are you friends with this person?
Amberlynn Reid just attracts the worst people ever, which is why I'm like so happy to watch the Amberverse and like content. It's easy to not be sympathetic for these people and just enjoy the shit show because they all suck, It's like a way for me to get my frustrations out in the world, but on these people, and it's socially acceptable to do it theoretically. So I'm pretty satisfied with that,
I wouldn't even give them a time of day. And then Alexis. She said a bunch of things about Alexis, like personal things about Alexis. I don't want to share it, but like, homegirl thinks Alexis is her best friend in the world. Alexis thinks Amberlynn is her bestest friend in the world. Well, guess what? Like, Amberlynn talks shit about Alexis to me, saying she gives me the ick, and the things she says to me, blah, blah.
The ick. I hate that. That's so cringe to me. God forbid we just be people. I'm so sorry. The ick is so stupid to me. I think you get like one free ick. Like, you have like one thing that annoys you that people do. But other than that, like, I really feel like the ick is something stupid. Like, just relax and live your life. Be normal. Be normal. Let people do normal things. Don't think about icks. Don't get into icks. Just live your life. Be happy. And if you just get the ick, then just be free, okay? Just ignore it.
Blah, 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 blah. So I didn't make her stop talking to
Unless the ick is, like, actually something dangerous. In that case, it's not an ick. It's an actual red flag.
Anybody. Amber made that decision on her own, and she even said on her, she even told me, like, she becomes like obsessed with people that she's with, and she tends to cut out her friends. I didn't make her stop talking to anybody. So this 18-minute phone call that you're going to be getting, it's 18 minutes and 32 seconds long of a discussion between Amberlynn and my wife on speakerphone. She was trying to tell me,
guys, I'm not gonna lie, that will be a next video thing. I don't think I can put this in one video. That's too much for me to do. I'm too tired, guys. This is so society. I'm not up for that. We may do that in a second video, but for now, we're just going to do the voice messages.
My wife that I'm crazy, and that, she was wearing rose-tinted glasses, which, that was a whole ordeal. Both of us were.
Dude, people like this always talk so heavily in metaphors. Like, bad people always use so much metaphors. Like, they'll be like, I'm at a point in my life where, or I had rose-tinted glasses on, or it was society and I was chained down. Always use things like that. Always. I always notice it. and I'm actively like avoid people who are so metaphorical, who are thesauruses and similes and stuff. You scare me. No shade if you do.
It was a fucked up situation, and it was an emotional cheating relationship, and it should have never fucking happened. I went with
Yeah, Captain Obvious, don't cheat. Society.
it, and
Like and subscribe.
it was stupid, and I regret it, and I wish I never did it. And of course, I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to sit here and be trolled about something that isn't true. Like, I'm telling my story, and I'm being honest now, so that things don't get turned around more than what they already are. And Amberlynn is a liar. I will confirm that. She's lied. I don't know.
Yeah, literally, I don't know how many Amberlynn lying for 59 minutes straight compilation videos I've seen. Yeah, big whoop.
How long this Tommy person was in her life. I don't really care, honestly. But I wanted to get my side out to you. That was the gist of it. You know, it was an emotional relationship that should have never happened. She tried to get me to move in.
She tried to trap you in her one-bedroom apartment and a cat.
Acted like it was going to happen instead of me. I was being and basically giving her false hope. And I should have womaned up and been like, no, like, it's not going to happen. I'm staying with
What a feminist icon. Woman up. Hell yeah.
my fucking wife. Like, why would I give up what I have here and come live in a one-bedroom apartment with you?
She said the one-bedroom apartment thing. Yeah, you want to live in Amberlynn Reid's one-bedroom apartment that smells like grease and dog shit? Probably.
Whenever all I hear in the background is sirens and people hollering in the streets, like, that's
I don't mind the people hollering in the streets. You know, I'm from New York, so I know I don't shut up about it, but I just have stories related to being in New York. And I've always lived in, like, touristy, popular parts of the world. I don't mind the sirens. I sleep to them. I remember the first time I went to college, my first dorm, the windows were soundproof. And I was trying to sleep, and I was like, it's too quiet. I just feel so empty without, you know, cars honking. How am I supposed to fall asleep without cars honking, huh?
like, that's not where my peace is. And it was like I was too deep to get out, that I had to get my own wife to help me. Like, that's where
Damn, it was so deep. What a victim. Smash like and subscribe, guys, if you think Erica's a victim.
got to with her. Also, I'd like to add that the day after the first conversation between my wife and Amberlynn, like, as far as, like, you know, you need to leave Erica alone, the day after, you know, I blocked Amberlynn's number, blocked her on everything, deleted her number. My stupid ass.
That was so easy. Just blocking everything. Duh. It took you that long to do that? That's actually insane. You literally should have done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 voice messages ago into the story. You should have done that.
But I even, like, deleted the phone number.
Oh my god, there's so much more. That's actually insane.
Everything like that. And so she messaged me on a fake number the next day because she thought that my wife took my phone. That's the story my wife gave her, but I was really sitting right there during the whole phone call. Apparently, like, she told Amberlynn, yeah, I took her phone, we were at the pool, but we weren't. We were in the bedroom trying to watch a movie. So she messaged me.
I wonder what movie it was. If you guys want, I'll give you my letterbox. We can share letterboxes. I watch a lot of movies.
The next day and say, hey, it's Amberlynn. You know, your wife called me. I didn't know what else to say. She cornered.
I wonder if Amberlynn Reid actually uses proper grammar when she texts, because there's this clip of her when she's like, I always use proper grammar. It's a big OCD thing I have, that I always have to use it no matter what I'm doing when I'm writing a note or texting. I bet she doesn't. What did I do? Anyway, I bet she doesn't. Yeah, cringe.
Cornered me. I told her everything, and that she wanted me to unblock her number and call her and then reblock it, basically. Like, you know, like, pretty much, hey, block my number.
This cope is so hard. Amber's coping like, dang. She's on like the life support with the little Pepe gif when the Pepe's like inhaling
But
copium.
unblock it whenever we can talk. So that's what, you know, I didn't respond to that. I should have screenshot it and sent it to Brittany, but I just wanted it to be over with.
God, these people are insane. There's that much more. These people are insane. I cannot believe that there's this much. There's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more parts to the voice messages. A 7-part story. Is there more? I need to like look at this. Hold on. Oh. Okay.
I didn't think that things would get blown out of proportion like this, like, especially like with my wife. Like, she is not the one to blame here because she didn't know about the like 95.
It's not her fault, guys. I purposely hid information from her. It's not her fault.
of the situation. Like, she knew, like, for, you know, the first little bit of it, because we were trolling her. Honest to God, trolling her. And I was like, you know, I wasn't trying to get money from her.
See, I can understand the trolling part because I totally would troll Amberlynn Reid too had I had the opportunity to do so. I get that. I don't get the cheating part, to be honest, guys. Maybe I'm the oddball a little bit here. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I don't understand, but I don't know.
I never asked her for money, so that she said about with money or if she said anything about money, I never asked her for money. Didn't talk to her about money, didn't care to. It was,
you know, more respect than Wipey, who got the full sleeved tat and Air Jordans with Amber's money.
Just, it should have been something. It was stupid. It was a huge mistake. It was dumb. If I could take it back, I would. It's people are definitely like blowing things way out of proportion. I just don't want my wife getting drug into this.
You're dragging stuff out of proportion. You purposely interact with a locale, knowing that she's popular on the internet to a very niche specific group of people. On top of that, you purposely entered a relationship with her and literally cheated on your wife knowingly and purposefully. Don't say it's coincidental. It was not coincidental and unintentional that you cheated. You purposely cheated and you're like, people, am I right? No, you're not right.
In a negative manner. Because she didn't know, and there is more to Amberlynn than people know. Of course, she does like use her BPD as a crutch. She said, you know, every time she got upset with me, or if I didn't respond in a timely manner, she would like basically say I'm triggering her BPD and things like.
Man, I wish I could do that to people. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could just be like, you're literally triggering me if you don't respond immediately. I'm a horrible texter. It takes me like days to respond sometimes because I see the text and I'm like, okay, I'm literally doing laundry right now. I cannot respond to this. And then an hour later, I'm like, oh yeah, I should respond to that. And then I fall asleep on the couch or something. And then I respond 3 days later just because I forgot about it. And then it makes people think that I hate them when I don't hate them at all. I just forgot, man.
Things like that. So I basically felt like majority of the time, like not necessarily in my head, but making me feel sorry for her. And, you know, at one point I was like, oh, you know, maybe.
Wow, she really manipulated you, queen. What a victim. Smash like and subscribe.
Maybe she really isn't a bad person and people just make her out to be, even though I should have damn well knew because of, you know, her past. But I mean, everyone makes dumb decisions. As you can see, I made one. This was fucking stupid. Honestly,
Yeah, and you suck too. That did not actually help your argument whatsoever, man. And you suck too. You should have known better.
I said earlier when I say Amberlynn is a pro with her words and how she
like, to some extent, getting in the situation, I could understand. But the extent, at one point, it was like, okay, bro, it's your fault. You should block her now. It's over. It's over, man. Just stop. Stop right now.
Breaks things down and how she gets in people's heads. I dealt with criminals for close to 10 years. I worked in a maximum custody prison, and I dealt with...
Damn, you suck at your job then. You couldn't even handle Amberlynn Reid? Really? Damn.
With inmates, and I was not manipulated by not a damn one of them. You know, as far as doing anything I shouldn't have done. She has a way with manipulating people, and I've never in my life been manipulated like this before, ever. And yeah, I have no excuse. Again, like I'm gonna keep saying, like, this was a bad decision. I'm stupid. Make a meme out of me if you want to. I don't care. Just leave my wife out of it is all I'm asking.
And this is me, Brittany, aka the crazy ex-wife.
Brittany has such a attitude to her. Dude, you know, like, she's one of those, like, millennials who are just like, wow, I'm like super cool and I'm a boss queen babe energy. I think you can just tell by like the intonation of her voice and her PFP. Let's go.
So I had noticed that Erica basically had her phone glued to her forehead for months. And, you know, she does a lot of Olympic weightlifting. And I thought, you know, okay, well, she's editing.
Damn, she's an Olympian? Or Olympic level? I did not see her at the Olympics right now, which is happening right now.
She spends a lot of time in the gym. You know, never really thought much about it until, you know, she mentioned that we were watching a movie. And I looked over and I seen like paragraphs upon paragraphs. And she switched her phone off real fast. And I was like, no, who are you talking to? And then, you know, it came out that...
Paragraphs upon paragraphs? It's on the 8-ball, man.
She was still talking to Amber. I had thought that had ended...
You thought it had ended? Bro's a cheater!
Months ago. And yeah, we together initiated a troll. And that's what we were doing, just to see if we could get a some kind of reaction back, some kind of message.
Okay, I understand that. I would troll Amber too. I would.
And that's as far as it was supposed to go. I have since read through everything that was on Erica's phone, and I'm a therapist. That's what I do. And when I tell you that this is one of the most dangerously manipulative people that I have ever met, this is...
I don't believe you, because Amber actually has the IQ of a potato, which she almost choked on, by the way, and died. Yeah. Maybe you guys aren't that smart to fall for Amber, because Amber's literally a potato, bro.
Amberlynn is one of the most...
in every aspect.
dangerously manipulative people I have ever met. It's true. What everybody says is true. And, I fell victim to this. It was not supposed to go as far as it did. So the day I found out, I had called Amber, and I'm like, so how long has this been going on? I didn't tell her who I was. Obviously, I was calling from Erica's phone. She just spilled it. She was crying. I'm like, that with all of this stuff...
I love Amber's alligator tears. They are good. Well, she doesn't technically cry. She just pretends to cry. Throwback to last video where Amber failed to cry. Smash like and subscribe. Go watch that video.
That I have all these texts, all these pictures, this would be a circus for you. I could, really make things really difficult for you if I wanted to. But
And you did, and you sent it to a reaction channel of all people. That's such a low blow. Definitely deserved, don't get me wrong, but still low. I respect it.
I didn't try to get any kind of retribution. I was not vengeful.
You literally sent it to a reaction channel. Let's be so on God right now.
I did not say anything out of the way to her. I was just like, please, look, this is it. Stop contacting my wife. This is it. Just be done. Don't message her anymore. So then she started messaging her, and I didn't know that until recently. After Erica had already blocked her number, blocked her everything. Apparently, she was still trying to have a relationship with Erica after all of that.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Amberlynn Reid kind of sucks like that sometimes, TBH.
Block me.
Oftentimes.
And then unblock me. Who wants to stay with someone like that? How desperate do you have to be trying to chase after a married woman?
I'm a therapist. Gives the most basic psychology known to man. Literally known by everyone who's not a psychologist. Therapist, psychologist, whatever the hell.
Me and Erica have been married for 9 years. 9 years. And we're both normal people. We're not feeders. We're not crazy. We are just both normal people.
I because of Amber, because she's morbidly obese. The first example of not being crazy she gave was a feeder. Not we're not criminals. No, just we're not feeders.
So when I found out that Amberlynn had been trying to contact Erica, I called her, and it was on the 4th of July. And I'm like, what else do I not know? I specifically told you, do not contact. No means no. In the first conversation, she's like, oh, as much as, it's, crazy to say, I still want to remain friends with her. Are you serious?
Ooh, that doesn't seem right, guys. NGO.
Are you serious? You want to remain friends with my wife who you just had an affair with, and you're literally telling me this to my face? What kind of person does that? I really...
You should tell us. You're a therapist. Tell us what type of person. Someone who is emotionally unstable. Clap, everyone. Clap.
I appreciate the fact that she calls me the crazy ex-wife. That's great. She knew I was never really an ex. I still lived in the house. She knew about our relationship the whole time. As you'll see when you hear the phone call. I really just don't appreciate being victimized over and over and over and over. Really makes you step back and think about people's mental health and how destructive people are being. And I even coached her. I'm like,
thank you, therapist.
Amber, you really need to stop talking to people on the internet that you don't know, because you don't know these people. And
wise words from a therapist.
And lo and behold, she was talking to AKA Tommy the entire time she was talking to Erica. 16 hours after I caught the whole thing, Tommy was already with a plane ticket ready to haul ass to Oklahoma.
Stormy had a plane ticket, a McDouble. She was prepped to wipe the Am baby's butt.
So she was having multiple different relationships with multiple different people. I kind of see as Tommy also a victim. Tommy probably has no idea that Erica was even a thing the entire time they were...
I don't think Tommy cares. I really don't think she does. She won at the end of the day. I mean, not anymore because they broke up, but theoretically.
Talking. Oh, and by the way, let me add, I did not harass Amberlynn. The first phone call, she called me. Well, she thought she was calling Erica, but she was really calling me. And then the only time I even had contact with her was on July 4th. And that is all she has heard from me. And it was from me telling her to leave my wife alone. That's when the whole Tommy thing took place. And I was like, okay, good, this is over. And apparently not. So I guess since she can't get to Erica, she's just this is her way of trying to get retribution on that whole situation. I haven't watched any of the videos. This was from an anonymous source that was kind of the whistleblower on this whole situation, because I had no idea that any of this was going on. All I know is I got contacted today by one of the whistleblowers, and then lo and behold, there I am everywhere on everything, just out here trying to live a normal life.
Thank you, therapist.
Like some people who are sitting on their couch and crazy. I mean, That's about it.
Amberlynn Reid definitely lives on her couch. I love the Pillow Mountain stuff. Like, I think she sleeps on her couch too. She is a little crazy. True.
So I would say, to sum it all up, Amberlynn had an imaginary relationship with a person that she absolutely did not know, and now she's just using that to make money. And how she has subscribers sitting there, I don't understand people.
So as you can see here,
Oh my god, that's a lot. Alright, surprised. Okay, live reaction, final thoughts. Because I will do the other video, because there's another video of the actual phone call between Amber and Brittany. I will do that in another time. I'm too overstimulated. I have laundry to do, guys. But final thoughts. Rating this 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10 because I enjoy that something's happening. It has something to do with a girlfriend, which I do like Amberlynn Reid's side characters. Having side characters. And I think minus points because I kind of actually actively dislike these two people. Sometimes, I mean, I do actively dislike all of them, but in a different way. Like, they annoy me, you know? Not that Amberlynn Reid's not annoying, but like, I didn't hate Becky, and I didn't actively dislike Jade or Wipey, you know? I don't know. This gets a 7 out of 10. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I am not complaining, but still. Okay, yeah. No more. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.